I got the abs, nice skin, tall.
Okay. What about you? Man, I like me something real slim, you know.
Oh, that's body shaming.
Tell me.
Hi everyone, it's Blue. Make sure you like and subscribe and go follow me on Patreon, which is only $5 a month, and you get at least an extra video every week.
Men want to be alone, but we don't want to be by ourselves.
Wow.
Does that make sense at all?
It almost actually did.
Meaning-
That's good job. Today, I'm going to be reacting to a video on double standards.
So I'm pretty sure most people have already seen this video about this guy blowing up because this girl videotaped him and he was hot. And yeah, don't get me wrong, he's pretty hot. But I just wanted to remind you guys about double standards. Like, if a guy were to just film a girl working, he would get comments like, oh my god, he is such a creep. Oh my god, he's a child predator, blah, blah, blah. But if a girl does it, all the girls are like, oh my god, he's so hot. Oh my god. And then they end up finding his Instagram and like stalking him to the point where he has to literally become famous and is known as this guy from this workplace. Like, just all I'm saying is just look at the double standards that this society has. Just think about it.
It's a good one to start off on.
You already said you're abusive, so.
I like hitting.
Why is that?
Why? Okay.
You don't want no soft.
That ass, I want no so.
So that's why y'all like hitting?
Yeah.
I don't need him.
But how did, so he can hit you back?
No.
So
Me? If you hit me back, we're fighting them.
So you can me, but
you're not winning that battle now.
Listen, I'm kicking your. I'm not playing. I'm doing everything. We punch you with something, it's not gonna hurt.
That didn't look like it hurt? That video?
He was about to cry.
Nah,
He said
like-
this and his eyes is watering.
But
Wow. So wait.
first of all, nobody's doing all that. I'm sorry, you got to get dragged or something. It's not good.
So he should have dragged her?
Yes. He could put something calm. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
For a guy that is in a relationship to be interested in other girls, that's just cheating. But if a girl who's in a relationship becomes interested in another guy, it often means that she's not getting what she needs to get from that relationship.
Are her parents brother and sister? Can you please leave now? Oh, now I get it. She's a moron.
Emotional damage.
So good to add in there. Oh. So
Excuse me, sorry. Your eyes are really pretty.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you want to maybe have me?
Wait, did
I
she
have a
just-
girlfriend.
Oh, you didn't seem
Sorry.
too sure about that answer.
I do.
Double standards when it comes to men and women. I'll give you the example. If an older woman is looking sexy, then we name her with a title called MILF.
MILF.
Yeah? Now that title starts for Mother I'd Like
That's a
to.
fuck.
Okay. Why is there not got a FI? Do you see what I'm saying? Because it sounds PD. For a 30 or 40-year-old man to be looking at a 16-year-old girl, it looks wrong. But it's not wrong with a woman
Of
who's
course
40
it's
years
wrong
old
for the
to be
woman.
looking at a 16 to 17-year-old
It's the
kid
same.
because she's got a nice, cute title to go with it.
You said it's not the same.
Ugh. Ugh.
Double standards that I hate that women do. Part 1. They flirt with guys and say it's harmless, but accuse you of cheating. They overlook your needs and desires, but demand you pay attention to theirs. They won't tell you where they're going, but they demand to know your whereabouts.
More of the ones at the beginning seemed a little bit kind of true. Like, yeah, I do think that if a girl is so kind of like almost like braggadocious about hitting a guy, but then says and or expects, oh, well, you can't hit me back, or men can't hit women, but you're overly excited about hitting men, that's a little weird. That's kind of I don't think that's correct. So that one's probably really important because I do think that that happens a lot. A lot of people do think that it's like, oh, well, you can hit them, but they can't hit you. And it's like, that's not really how it works. And then the other one, kind of at the beginning of that girl, basically saying that this guy was almost harassed because he blew up as like that, I don't know, I guess he blew up as that attractive or hot worker guy who works at, I don't know, FedEx or something. Yeah, I mean, you could only imagine if like a guy was sitting there filming a girl working at Target and she blew up. It would probably not happen the same way. I definitely think that creep would be thrown around. So I think she kind of made a point too.
So you're it's just double standards. Okay, so you're telling me if a girl has sex with 100 guys, she's considered a hoe?
Bro, in this society, that's kind of how it goes.
Okay, but if I do it,
Exactly.
I'm considered gay?
Dude, no.
Dude, no. That one was
What's your
funny.
type?
I got the abs, nice skin, tall.
Okay. What about you? Man, I like me something real slim. You know what I'm saying? I like me something, big bone, real slim.
Oh, that's body shaming.
Tell me how you just said the same thing I did. So how's that body shaming? Respectfully.
Cause guys don't have feelings. Like, this is why I can't fuck with guys. I be body shaming all these girls. You gotta look nice for your girl.
All right, but you know what? Double standards. Jada Pinkett. That's all I'm gonna say. Respectfully. Champagne.
Yeah.
Is everyone called Jada Pinkett?
If they cheat, it's the guy's problem.
Alright, the kid.
I'm not going to burn this girl because she looks very young and she's probably in the hornet's nest of boys right now. But I think that what she's talking about highlights a strong double standard in our society that when men cheat, it's the man's fault. But when women cheat, guess what? It's also the man's fault. The amount of audacity it takes to place blame on anybody else outside of the cheater is astounding.
What world does no mean yes?
No means no.
No means no, absolutely. Carry on.
A man say no to sex.
No,
No.
not at all.
Hell no. Fuck no. Shit no. You better not. We want to fuck. We're taking it. We don't care. No.
No?
Just assume that you're gay or something.
Wow.
He can, but if I want it, then I'm going to take it. Period. You get right?
Wow, so attractive.
And people will still say that men are not mistreated, men are treated fairly in society, and there's no double standard. When this video literally shows that men don't even have the right to consent. Okay, makes sense.
I've actually never seen a video like that before. That was like really
Well,
gross.
this double standard when men say to their friends like, hey man, I can't go because there's too many girls there and my girlfriend is uncomfortable. The guys are like, yeah, cool, no problem. But when a girl says to her friends, hey, I can't go because my boyfriend says that there's too many guys there and he's uncomfortable, all of a sudden, the friends are always like, he's so controlling, what's wrong with that? It's the same with the cell phones. If a guy goes through a girl's phone, all of a sudden he's controlling. But when a girl goes through it, then she's investigating, and she's the FBI, and it's perfectly normal.
Different experience.
If men were to work in a fast food restaurant, we'd be looked down on. But if a woman does it, they're independent and they're praised for it. If a man is down in the gutter, he's broke, he ain't got a ride right now, he's trying his hardest to save money and do things for himself, he's a bum. But if a woman's broke and she's struggling and she's trying her hardest to do things, she's strong, she's independent, she's brave. If a man's overweight, we're lazy, we don't do shit, we don't like to exercise. But if a woman's overweight, she's praised for her beauty and she's perfect in every single way. If a man was to cheat, we'd be dogs. We'd be a disgusting person. We'd be nasty. But if women were to cheat, they were brave. They got out of that situation. They have all these reasons to cheat and everybody backs them. If a man don't want to date you and he just wants something casual and go on dates with other people, we're looked at as fuckboys. We're looked at as dogs. But if women do it, they're just trying to find themselves. Do you see the double?
We just put... Okay, yeah, it's really hard not to basically give my opinion because in order to respond to these videos, it's just going to sound like an opinion. So nothing that I'm saying is that strong. Like, we don't have to fight each other in the comments or anything. The whole, like, cheating thing, I think it's being brought up several times where it does seem like maybe people feel women use the excuse of, well, he wasn't really giving me what I wanted or what I needed, or it was an emotionally abusive relationship, so I cheated. Well, okay, maybe just end it first before cheating, because cheating is still cheating, so that's a little weird.
We just put small weenies on the basketball boys' cars because they have no glizzy.
Whoa.
What?
No one's gonna point out the double standard here? Allow me. Imagine if a bunch of boys from the football team barely filled up some balloons.
I'm already
and tied it to the girls' cars because they don't have no chest. Or maybe they hung air freshener trees because the girls have smelly vaginas. Whoa! Hold the phone. The girls would have clutched their pearls, said that this was misogynistic, sexist, offensive. You know, it is 2020. Oh my God, these boys would have been crucified. Tell me I'm lying. These boys would have been suspended,
That's a
charged
pretty
with
bad
harassment. The entire situation would have been investigated as a hate crime. They'd have to pay restitution for vandalism. And last but not least, they probably wind up on a sex offender registry. Tell me I'm wrong. Let me get that follow-up.
Maybe a little bit of exaggeration, but I do think she's still right. Like the little water balloon like bit, yeah, that wouldn't have. Because you already get super drunk.
Hey, Lonnie, come here real quick. I got a question.
Read
okay?
that fast.
If a girl is really drunk, right, and a sober dude has sex with her, right?
Right.
Okay, right, we agree.
Oh, no.
Now, if you had a boyfriend, right, and he got super drunk and had sex with a sober girl, did he cheat?
You cheated.
But you just said, hold on, but you just said double standards, y'all. Double standards.
Like,
Why y'all be lying about body count?
Go ahead. I feel like,
why you in
why are you worrying about dead people for? That's whatever I did in my past is my past. Whatever's present is present. Like, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
facts.
Like, why you worrying about John and Romeo? Mind your business.
So have you lied to a guy about your body count before?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
have.
why did you do that?
Because why does it matter?
Why? No, you asked me another question. Why did
does
you
it
lie to
matter?
him?
Because it's not their business.
So why you ain't just say that? Why you ain't say that's none of your business
It's
instead
none of
of
your
lying?
business. I'm not gonna answer that question off the rip. I'm not gonna ask you how many bitches you had sex with. Or
That's you though. That's what
I'm
you
not
care about.
doing
If that's
that.
something he care about.
Whatever that guy doing the past is in the past. That's before me.
Why did you lie to him?
Why you lied to
I
him?
lie because it's none of their business. Whatever
Why
I did in
didn't
my
you just
past,
say that then?
whatever I did in my past should not concern you.
I know for a fact that somebody has asked you that before and you told them a false number.
This is interesting.
Look at your face. It's done.
I could totally see why this video made it in there because she's probably being called out for like lying. Like, oh, well then maybe just tell them you don't want to share that information. And maybe in the future when you want to, you can just tell them you're ready to share that with them. Rather than having that awkward phase where maybe in the future you'll want to be honest, but then you have to tell them, hey, so I lied. Like that's kind of weird and you probably shouldn't lie about things like that. But if you really, really do feel like it's not their business, I totally respect that. Just maybe tell them that it's not their business, like that you don't want to share the information. One of the other ones that I think it's really easy to have an obvious opinion on, like I don't really think that I could get like flag for it, is like the little sausage weenie things that those girls were putting on this guy's car. I mean, granted, if we're just basing it off of this video and we're not assuming these guys did anything to these girls, like let's just make all assumptions aside and go off of the video. The video did seem very antagonizing and even bullying. I mean, guys would never get away with doing that to girls, I think, on the other side. So, yeah, I do think that some of these were really important. Sometimes guys are just kind of expected to, oh, well, guys aren't sensitive, you know, and it's like, so that gives you permission to do the things that you don't want done to you. That shouldn't really be how it works, because you just assume guys don't have feelings or something, but, which is also a double standard. So yeah, I think the video is actually kind of important to be looked at. I think a lot of these people made really good points. I saw stuff in the video that haven't even really seen before, so it's actually really sad to watch. But yeah, if you guys did like this video, just make sure you check out all my links, and I will see you all next time.